30 years ago, leaders of Madison Community Foundation invited a group of women to use the collective power of their philanthropy to advance the lives of women and girls in our community. 100 women answered the call by giving $1,000 each, and through their generosity and others, a fund for women was established.
Madison Community Foundation has been committed to supporting women and girls in our community for 30 years. When women and girls thrive in a community, it benefits everyone.
A small group of women got together because they were concerned that women weren't being asked to give. We needed to do something to advance women's philanthropy. And that's when we invited Jane Coleman to be one of 30 women from across the country, national leaders, to talk about what is the future of women's philanthropy. Jane went, and on the car coming home, she said, "We've got to start a women's fund in Madison."
Our goal was to address women and children. The second was to help women gain an identity as philanthropists. And the third was that we'd have fun.
The Fund for Women was really meant to be something different. A fund for women was to focus on a different population.
Women are half of the population, and we have to look at and own philanthropy in order to make society better. It's just as simple as that.
And we had to develop the idea about how to encourage women to look at women's issues and what those kinds of issues were, actually.
Decades ago, I was a single mother. I went to a job interview and I was asked if I was planning on having more children. I went to the bank to get a mortgage, and the banker actually laughed at me. But those were the kinds of battles we had to fight at that time.
It was just an idea that grew, and as I gathered people and interest, there was a feeling at that time that it was time to do something.
My main role with AFFW was to inspire women to recognize the value and self-worth of every woman. And even though many women were very affluent, others were not, they all had gifts that they could lend to other women.
But the idea is you empower the woman to give to what she wants to do. And we knew if they were empowered as philanthropists, they would do special things for women and girls.
I mean, a lot of older women who never gave that a thought suddenly kind of, sat up and said, well, I have an opinion and I have some money.
Women giving to women has really grown. I think now women are more comfortable having their own opinions and expressing them individually, and I think that's a good thing. Women make up half the population. It's nice if everybody knows what we think.
Today, this permanent endowment distributes over $100,000 each year and has granted more than $1.3 million to remove barriers and provide educational and economic advancement, safe haven and housing, and family-supporting careers.
A Fund for Women aims to reduce these inequities and transform our communities so that women and girls have an opportunity to thrive and reach their full potential.
A Fund for Women is currently working with vital community partners to advance the lives of women and girls in our community. A Fund for Women partnered with the Latino Academy of Workforce Development to launch Dane County's first Spanish language-based Women in the Workplace Mentorship Program, which empowers Latino women to successfully prepare for and secure family-sustaining work. The fund also supported the UW-Madison's Odyssey Project, a life-changing initiative that empowers adults to overcome adversity and pursue higher education. A Fund for Women helped provide wraparound support for meals, childcare, transportation, textbooks, and emergency needs, so students could focus on their education and forge a path out of poverty.
So you're walking to go get advice from your guidance counselor as you pursue your dreams. And I remember sitting in the room and my guidance counselor telling me I wasn't college material. Those words just shot straight at my heart. It hurt real bad. Through the UW Odyssey Project and A Fund for a Woman, I am currently at Madison College. I graduate in the spring, I will be transferring to UW-Madison, and I will be majoring in creative writing and Chinese. Through Odyssey and through the Fund for Women, I was allowed to express my voice, that I mattered.
Additionally, a Fund for Women partnered with the Progress Center for Black Women, which offers co-working space in Madison and creates powerful communities of Black women who lead, do, and own. A Fund for Women supported the center's Under One Roof program, which offers women and their families counseling, education, and other critical resources.
I created the Progress Center for Black Women because I really wanted to create a space that poured into Black women especially fully. I wanted to create a space where you walk in, you felt sort of wrapped in this love. But a Fund for Women supporting Under One Roof just simply means that these women have quick access to therapy versus the 6-month waits that we were experiencing. I'm really excited about it because it cuts down on the stress that these women have. We're providing all of the support under one roof.
When we change the trajectory and we break the cycle of poverty for women, that ultimately changes the future for their families and our communities.
The biggest impact I see that the fund has had on women and girls is courage. Courage to try something different and being the best that they can, having that support to do things that they never thought they could do or were told that they couldn't do.
Thanks to an ever-growing pool of donors and estate gifts, a Fund for Women has impacted thousands of lives and continues empowering women and girls to invest in themselves, their families, and their futures.
When you're dealing with women and you really get to know them, you know that they're always trying to make the world better.
My mother passed away in May of 2018. I wanted to do something so her name would continue because she taught me that to whom much is given, much is required. So the fund that I started is named after her, the Nora Lee Moore Fund for Women. This fund will support women and girls in this community that I call home forever.
You know, if you have a passion for changing the world for the better, it's your responsibility as a caring person committed to the common good to do something about it.
It's important that everybody realize that they can be a philanthropist as long as they have a passion.
And it doesn't matter if someone gives $2 or $2 million. It all makes a difference.
A Fund for a Woman is making a difference, and I'm glad that this organization is in the forefront to help out other women and children in the community.
Women empower other women, and that's what this fund will continue to do.
What thrilled me was seeing this idea of I can be a philanthropist being born in so many women. That's what I think is important.
We are so thankful to the remarkable women and generous donors who realized this vision 30 years ago and moved beyond conversations to create lasting change through the power of collective philanthropy.
As we come together collectively with one goal, and that is to support women and girls in Dane County.
When women and girls thrive, everyone thrives.